I think
You're good now.
YouTube was doing something there for a moment. I hit the button. I went and said, "Hey, begin YouTube," and then YouTube's like,
Oh my
no.
goodness. Okay, replay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Midweek Report. We're your hosts. I'm Nick. This is... I don't know. I'll introduce you. This
The
is
robot
Justin.
man who
This
wishes.
is the editor dash co-host dash filmographer. I don't know. Dash cameraman as of right now.
Yes.
And
Welcome to some
welcome,
Destiny gameplay, my ladies and gentlemen.
welcome to the Destiny playthrough. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to the Midweek Report. Today on the Midweek Report, we will be covering the latest. We said we will be taking a break from Halo, and we are.
But we're not taking a break from Bungie.
But from Bungie, no.
Mm.
Today we'll be going over the new expansion for the anniversary of Destiny 2, the anniversary event, you know, a bunch of stuff about it. Is it worth it? What do you think of it? What are our first impressions of it? And
Just
on the
stand over
background
here.
right
You
now,
don't real quick. You don't need to punch it. You just stand here and you drop them off.
is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I kept punching them.
Yeah,
didn't
no,
know this thing
you're
gets
fine. You don't
worse.
need to waste your ability like that. Anyways,
Well, I mean, it's just melee.
new
This wasn't very
activities,
ability.
ladies and gentlemen. New activities.
Forgive us if we're kind of we take moments to basically assort amongst ourselves, because we're also, on a note of the anniversary, we're playing the dungeon that comes with if you buy the pack for the anniversary, which is the Grasp of Avarice dungeon, which we'll get to later. But basically, this dungeon comes with the anniversary. It's got this pirate theme to it, so it's, you know, got this ancient treasure theme to it, but it's also got this theme of sci-fi. Okay, the thing's open. Oh no, it's not open.
Nope. It'll be
Now
open
I
in
can
a
actually
minute.
see where now I can actually see where it opens up, interestingly enough. But anyways, the Grasp of Avarice is the dungeon you get with buying the pack. The pack itself is, I think, 25, 27 bucks, which is itself, it's not a terrible amount of money, but when you consider what you get for it, there is room for debating, you know, do you think it's worth it, do you not? My personal opinion is yes, it is worth it, because not only do you get this new dungeon, which is pretty cool from what I've seen, but you also get the rights and ability to use Galahorn. Galahorn itself is a, you can go in, I'll just keep talking.
Hmm.
I have to tell, feels like a documentary now, doesn't it? The freaking, the cameraman here. But anyways, I have this bottle. Do we want to get this bottle on stream? There are bottles you collect in the dungeon, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
which,
This
which
is
you...
mainly lore stuff. I'll collect them along the way. That way people can hear it if they want to. Although they will be hearing both us and the game. So
Yeah, well,
I
they'll be
mean, you
hearing
can see the
primarily.
subtitles at the least. So have fun.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, the this dungeon again has this pirate theme to it, and at the end there's a quest tied to it for the anniversary in which it allows you to use the rocket launcher Galahorn. For those who aren't aware, Galahorn is a returning D1 exotic from the previous game, and it's got quite a reputation. Reason being is that Galahorn itself has something called Wolfpack rounds attached to it. Wolfpack rounds is an intrinsic ability that comes with the rocket launcher, being an exotic. That being kind of the highest tier of. By the way, if you see a bottle on the way, let me know.
There's another one over here. It's the second one.
Okay. Okay, cool. Basically, it has a trait called Wolfpack rounds. Let me just take a second to explain what this is. Basically, in Destiny, you have things called exotics, for those who don't know, and exotics are basically the cream of the crop weapons. These weapons have intrinsic perks tied to them, which is basically the special ability for the actual rocket launcher itself, or the actual weapon itself. Normally, these intrinsic perks would be just depending on the type of weapon. There's a broad category depending on the weapon you get. Will depend on the type of perk you get. Like for example, with a sword, as a quick example, you know, swords. There's an ability called. Here, let me just find one. This one will work once it loads up. Adaptive frame, which basically allows you to do a heavy attack when at full power, which is basically an uppercut.
Yes.
That intrinsic perk allows you to do an uppercut for the heavy attack, I should say. When it comes to exotics, each of them have their own unique kind of. Don't get too far because you know the bottle.
Well, no, the bottle's like literally right over there.
Where is it?
Over on the other side. But
Oh,
before
okay,
we
yeah.
continue, can we just take a second? When you kill an enemy from a distance, it'll look like they drop an exotic engram. just for a brief moment, it'll look like they drop an exotic engram.
Want to explain how to do the dungeon to our audience?
It's almost as if it connects intrinsically to the loot cave.
Anyways, enough about the explaining of the things. Basically, each exotic has their own intrinsic trait tied specifically to the weapon itself. For, in the case, Galahorn, it was Wolfpack rounds. Wolfpack rounds, for those who don't know, basically I'll just quote what the actual perk itself is from the description. Basically what they are is, once you fire a missile with this thing, right, the initial missile, the rocket itself, will hit the target, do the damage of the rocket itself. But once that happens, it will explode into a bunch of tracking missiles, tracking cluster missiles, which will then hone in on either the same target if it's not dead or nearby enemies. When you think about it, that's actually very good for things like ad clearing, or in the case of bosses, doing a crap ton of damage to bosses.
Also keep in mind that the Wolfpack effect, when you're in a fire team with other rocket launchers, that Wolfpack effect also goes to them as well. It's a fire team effect, so...
Basically, when they brought this thing into Destiny 2, as my dear editor has pointed out to us, yes, as our dear editor has stated, yes.
Yes, Rico.
Basically,
Kaboom.
when they brought this thing into Destiny 2, there was a whole bunch of different... Well, not different settings. I'm not sure if the weapon perks were in D1 as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. But basically, in D2, there's a bunch of other perks tied to it as well as Catalyst. That's a whole other barrel of worms I won't really get into for the sake of the show. But basically, just know that Catalysts make weapons a lot more powerful and give them extra abilities.
Yes.
Both these anniversary weapons that come with the anniversary, or both the anniversary exotics that come with the anniversary, if that makes any sense, forgive me if it doesn't, have catalysts. Anyways, for the case of Galahorn, its bonus perk outside of its intrinsic perk, which are again these Wolfpack rounds, is called Pack Hunter. Basically what that does, it increases handling, which means you can pull the thing out faster, aim down the sights faster, and reload speed, which is pretty self-explanatory when standing near allies. But also, when you fire this weapon off, it grants these Wolfpack rounds, you know, the perk of this exotic, to all nearby rocket launcher allies, provided they are not wielding an exotic. Not the Galahorn, mind you, just any exotic rocket launcher.
Yes.
So, any legendary rocket launcher can get Wolfpack rounds when someone fires this thing. Which is pretty nasty, because then it basically can boost the number of Galahorns without technically boosting the number of Galahorns in your squad.
And that kind of helps for people who like to run like either a primary exotic or a secondary exotic. So you can have like a rocket launcher Galahorn, like discount Galahorn without actually having a Galahorn.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, in the case of what was the point I was going to touch on? When it comes to the case of Galahorn, right? Again, it's a very legendary weapon. It's got a lot of history behind it, but it also has a catalyst. Both of these anniversary weapons do. The anniversary weapon, ironically, is the CE, well, not the CE Magnum from Halo. It's your discount CE Magnum. Here, you want to come over here in the light now? Show the audience what it kind of, yeah, I see it. Kind of looks like. This is basically what the thing looks like for the thing. It's called the Forerunner, right? And you can hear that meaty sound to it. Very much in the reminiscent vein of old Halo CE.
It honestly feels like it's got that meaty sound, but in the Destiny universe sound.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's got that big, beefy based sound, just, you know, the whole Destiny version of it.
Yeah.
Destinized.
But I mean, it's kind of hard to.
Yes.
Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of hard to both.
He's a lore buff. He needs to listen.
It's kind of hard to both say my points as well as listen to this at the same time, ladies and gentlemen. So forgive me for a second. I could always watch them later on YouTube, but there's also a skin tied to the Galahorn you can get if you get all of these bottles that tell the story of this whole dungeon. The dungeon itself is called the Loot Cave. Or, okay, it's inspired by the old Loot Cave of D1.
I have the feeling this here is the Loot Cave. Like, this is the Destiny Loot Cave, and then after this point, it's just the Loot Dungeon.
Well, technically, the thing we were in when we first got in that little area with the crystal was the original loot cave.
That was the
Fun
original.
story behind that, ladies and gentlemen. Way back in the era of D1. Again, if you see any more bottles, let me know. But the whole story behind the loot cave was essentially what it was. Back in D1, if you know how the drop system works in D1, basically what happens is as you kill enemies, it's a looter shooter, right? Enemies drop loot. But there was a glitch in a specific area of the Cosmodrome, which is where we are now. You can kind of see it as our camera kind of gives a panning shot of the Cosmodrome.
You can't really pan
Or
when
an
you
area.
just see, you
Well,
just see like a big cave opening right there.
Opening. It's a very nice shot,
kind of,
though.
yeah, it's still nice.
Plus the background music is quite nice, admittedly.
Also, the ship down there kind of makes me feel like we're fighting a fallen boss at the end here, because that's pretty much the direction we're
there's
heading.
a catch in the distance. But anyways, so the loot cave, long story short, basically there was a specific area which we kind of go into. You actually have to go through that very cave just to get into the dungeon, which had this glitch where it spawned infinite enemies constantly, and these enemies would always drop engrams, I believe, regardless. Like, basically, you could farm engrams, which D2 doesn't sound like much because engrams are much more plentiful. Back in D1,
I mean, there's been loot caves in D2. It's just they don't
never on the scale of that.
Both never on the scale, and even then, it doesn't particularly matter because in D2 we just get things a lot more. And as you can see, he looks for a warlock.
Forgive me as I look for the bottles.
Yeah, a warlock.
It's both the lore and the skin thing. Speaking of the skin, though, like I said, so basically this area where you could farm infinite amount of engrams. These engrams, well, obviously that was a glitch because engrams weren't meant to be that plentiful.
No.
So they quickly patched that after I think a few weeks, and it became known as the legendary loot cave, where infinite loot could be found. This whole dungeon is both to honor and in a way to poke fun at people like myself who took advantage of that back in D1 to get infinite loot. And it's got this whole pirate theme feel to it, of like several guardians going after the treasure of the loot cave, and maybe possibly getting cursed because of it, because ancient treasure and stuff like that.
Though interestingly enough, in D1 there's been a lot more other loot caves to the same and even greater effect as the original. It's just they weren't talked about as much because one, not as many people went and looked for it, and two, by that point it didn't particularly matter because the hype kind of died out on that.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, whatever.
I mean, it was a lot more like secretive. Yes, and that is how you open that.
Excuse me while I get impaled. Fun fact, remember how I said pirate theme trap? What would a pirate themed dungeon be without traps? In the case of this one, spike traps.
I was both going to say there's a trap there, and two,
there it is.
Don't. Also, there's an easier way. It's just you walk along the outside.
Well, forgive me, I'm difficult.
Yeah.
But anyways,
as on stream, I quickly go and activate all these traps and do it safely.
Hey, I'm a warlock. I don't do safely. I do intelligently.
I must learn how all of these spikes impale me and what exactly happens.
Well, it's for science, children. But anyways, yeah, the loot cave again has this fun thing of like poking fun at old D1 players, but also in a way canonicizing the loot cave.
Yes.
Because
goodbye.
That went way faster than I thought it would. But anyways, forgive us because we're basically playing through this dungeon as we're doing. This is the dungeon you see in the background. This dungeon itself, you can't.
It closed off. I had to open up the other one. I did it before.
Anyways, this dungeon you get alongside the pack. But again, you also get the Galahorn, which is the quest tied into this dungeon, which is the exotic rocket launcher, like we aforementioned. Now, here's the thing, though. This rocket launcher, right? Like I said, it's quite historied, it's quite legendary, and a lot of people want to actually get the thing. So if you want to get it, well, the only way you can get it is to get the actual pack. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's kind of a ripoff just for the gun, and again, there is some room for debate there, because you, like I said, get the dungeon along with the pack. But here's the thing, buyer beware. There's also a thing where if you get it... Do I flip the switch?
Flip it if you want. You're the warlock. There you go.
Fuck you.
hey, you're the one who wanted to flip it.
I asked, hey, do you flip this? And you're like, hey, flip it if you want to. I died.
Hey, I said if you want to. You didn't say you had to.
Sheesh. Hunters, am I right? Anyways.
Hey, I learned about that one myself too, so don't worry about it.
Anyways, so buyer beware. Back to the topic. If you get the pack on, say, PC, which is what we're playing on now, but you don't have the pack on your, say, PS5, which is also where I tend to play, you will not be able to use the Gallahorn, from what I'm aware, because the rocket launcher is tied up. Oh, that's where. Because the rocket launcher is actually tied up in the pack itself. So buyer beware. Just because you get it on one console doesn't mean you'll be able to use them on both, provided you don't have the pack for each of those consoles. So buyer be warned.
Yes.
Is there a bottle anywhere?
Maybe. I mean, I have a feeling there might be one in here. I didn't really properly look around.
Here, I will.
Just be careful, because some of those...
Yeah, there's a trap there. I see it.
Well, not all
looks
of
like
them.
Actually, well, it looks like this will turn on a fan if you press this, which will probably blow you out and kill you. But anyways.
Well, if you want to activate that one, I'll revive.
Oh, yeah, and die. Well, here, I'll perform a test. Don't die.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, that one... Yeah, that one's the one you want to go. That's the actual...
That's
the actual
okay,
way
how do
forward.
I die? That actually opens the door. Oh,
Yeah,
good,
that one's the
to know.
way forward.
Okay, what about this one then? Okay, yeah, no, it was what I thought it was. It was a blowing trap.
Oh, that one's less deadly. All right.
Yeah, I figured it was a blowing trap here. I'm gonna go in here and see if there's a bottle in here. Don't. But.
Well, I don't think there's a bottle in there, because I looked around in there and there wasn't. Anyways, so.
But anyways.
Yeah. That's...
So if you want to get this pack, just know that the Gallahorn itself is tied up in here, and you might not be able to use the Gallahorn unless you have the pack on that console of choice, even though you got it on another console that you have the pack. So
yeah, that's the weird thing about the
buyer be
crossplay.
warned.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about the crossplay on Destiny.
Yeah. But I've never seen them tie a specific pack behind, or a specific weapon behind a exotic, to my knowledge at least, where you have to buy the pack just to use the exotic, even if you already have it from another console or another platform. I mean,
you could just barely see it, but this is literally just a box here. You wouldn't, yeah, like there's literally no way. It's just kind of low resolution box. So there's that. This one I haven't tested yet. That one I have. That one's just a death trap. But
well, no, I'm looking for bottles. I'm not gonna activate anything.
It always starts that way.
I mean, is the where we were last time like right after this?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So if you want to go in that one, because I haven't done that one. I figured the first one would have been a death trap anyways.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to...
You're better off activating it just to see.
Well, no, I'm sure there's nothing that happens if you activate them. I'm sure it'll just be a blowing trap. Here, I'll stand out here.
It might be.
Oh, here, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm sure it is. The fan looks intact. Yeah, it's probably just gonna be a blowing... Yeah, it's just a blowing trap.
Nope.
Oh, that's the first time that's happened. Also, my course ragdolled quite interestingly there. Not only did I probably break my spine, but my head on the way down.
Well, I mean, I think the reason that happened is because you kind of walked with it a little bit too, so that it just gave it a little bit more momentum.
It just increased my propulsion there, didn't it?
But anyway, so yeah, the last one is a floor trap, and it will just kind of spring the floor up like down there.
So anyways, buyer be warned. But enough about that, because I've been harping on that for a while now unintentionally.
You just keep saying myself. Buyer be warned. Buyer be warned.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that I already pressed...
Pirates be warned. There be treasure with great risk here.
Anyways. But here's the thing. Most people going into this thing weren't aware of how much came with the actual paid pack. This pack also allows you to not only access the dungeon and the Gallahorn, but also the Thorn-based armor that comes with the dungeon, I believe, if you play the legendary version. I believe. So there's that as well. Yeah,
no, I think I found the next... Yeah, I found the third. It's up here.
No, the third... That's the fourth, I believe.
You sure?
Yeah, I believe that's the fourth. I got that one already. That's the one I got.
Oh, yeah, that's day 10.
But... So yeah, basically though, basically, oh yeah, the Thorn Armor is also in this pack. Most people did not know how much was actually going to be provided with the free version, because there were two events that come with the anniversary. There's the actual free version that everyone gets just by, playing the game, and then there's the actual paid thing of actually buying the pack. No one was quite sure what came with it though. Like, everyone knew that the Galahorn was going to be tied up in it, the dungeon, and that's about it really. No one else really knew what else was tied up with it. But here's the thing, now that we have the thing out, we actually feel that most of the content actually isn't even tied up in the pack at all, as far as I'm aware. There might be one other thing tied up in the pack, and that's the streetwear armor.
Hmm.
But that's all I can really think of in terms of what might be tied up in the actual pack itself. So if you want to go after, like, again, the Forerunner Magnum that I have here, and all the extra, like, Halo-inspired armor and stuff like, or Halo-inspired weapons, and the Dares of Eternity, and all the stuff that comes with that, and the weird ships and all that stuff, that's all for the freemium version. So many people could say, oh, that's really cool because now I don't have to pay for the stuff. And while you are right, this does raise the question of, well, why would you buy it then if there's next to nothing with it? And again, it does question on, like, what do you consider to be worth it? You get the Galahorn, the right to... I keep forgetting that's not crystal, that's an explosive. But anyways.
I don't use ice.
Anyways, but... there's the Galahorn, there's the armor set, there's not the armor set, there's the there's a skin for the Galahorn, there's the dungeon, and then there's the Thorn Armor set.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to get back up there, but I don't think there is a way.
I don't think there is.
I mean, not without using a lot of stasis crystals and stuff, and even then.
Well, I'm kind of looking up where the thing is right now as well. But anyways, so it does make you wonder, is it worth it? I would say it is personally, because the Galahorn is a very powerful weapon.
Only with a hunter. Only with a hunter.
Well, here, your crystal broke before I could get on it. But anyways, I would say it is, personally, because, the Galahorn and the dungeon, which is, again, very good. But it really is up to debate. My opinion would be yes, because again, it's not that expensive. You get the right to use the Galahorn. You get the Galahorn along with it, just in general.
You get a fun little couple things here and there. And hopefully it encourages Bungie to go and put, like, a little extra work into the next expansion after Witch Queen. Like, you never know.
It is a good little bit because it does kind of show you. Just turn on the volume here so this isn't on a stream looking up a video where the bottles are. We're kind of running this the first time as we're doing this. Like, he's ran through this before.
The only reason why I'm coming back up here is because you're like, I must have the third bottle.
I must have the bottle.
So I'm just kind of running around. I mean, I'm back in the first area, and this is where the second bottle is.
Okay. I've got the video up now. I'm watching it as we're talking. But yeah, so I would say it's worth it because most of the content for the... So if you're thinking, oh, because I don't buy the pack, I'm not going to be able to buy most of the or have most of the content. No, you won't. Most of the content for this is all free.
I'm pretty sure you can get...
Streetwear might be the only thing that I'm iffy about if that comes with the pack or not.
Yeah, so, I'm pretty sure the only thing you can't get if you get it is the Galahorn, but you can get the Magnum, so...
Yeah, the Magnum is all in the freemium version.
Yeah, if you want the Magnum, then you can get the Magnum.
Yeah, don't worry about that then. If the Magnum's all you're interested in. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. No, the third bottle was where we were just now. I was right. Okay, I'm gonna... How the fuck do I get back up there? Do I? I might have to
what, up here?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah. Just go go stasis, get a stasis grenade, and I'll help you up.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually,
anyways,
I will grab
the streetwear armor
normal.
Also, the streetwear armor for the Warlock, which again is the streetwear armor in general, is the only thing I'm iffy about if you will be able to have that with or without the pack, because the way you get that is actually the first time you get a pack from Xur after completing his Dares of Eternity, you'll get a bunch of rewards as well as the streetwear on top of that. So I'm not sure if that is part of the pack or not. So here, let me just go into the light just so you see. As a kind of example, this is kind of what the armor set looks like for the Warlock. though take note, I do have a shader from this season on, so the
Yeah.
coloring is a little different. But
He's
all the
got
things you see,
got some awoken colors going on, but you know.
yeah, and don't mind the gloves. Those are those are an exotic. The gloves are the only thing that's not part of the set because that's an exotic from the game itself.
Though that
Yeah.
rifle there though.
Yes, that rifle.
It's also got
This
a
is
counter
a
on it.
yeah. This is another one of the Halo weapons. This is their play on the BR.
No, I think
Ironically,
no, it's not a BR. I think it's a mix between the battle rifle and the assault rifle.
well, yeah, it's their play on the battle rifle, but I think they're like, okay, how do we take the battle rifle and the assault rifle and meld them together? Plus, again, I do have a skin on this thing too, so the coloring's a little different. This is what the coloring of the rifle looks like without the actual shader on. Which, okay, that's what I have on. This is what it looks like without the thing.
Yeah. The other one does go and kind of match with your aesthetic
What
that
I
you had
have
going
on,
on. Yeah. All right.
So this is what it looks like just straight. But anyways.
All right. So let's get you up there before we continue. So I'm gonna
I've almost got
throw
my
an
grenade
upper
back.
grenade up here. That is one
Okay.
big ball. All right.
I'll put one there.
All right. You throw yours.
Once it frickin' charges, it's almost done.
Oh.
Yeah, I said my thing's basically almost done in 1 more 2 seconds.
Well,
and...
luckily mine's may go away, but I will have mine back now.
Okay, cool. You throw yours and I'll throw mine.
Well, no, throw yours first.
Okay. Right.
Alright, get up in that middle there.
No. I'll have to throw one of those crystals away.
Alright.
Come on.
You know what?
No.
We're just gonna
Really
do what
need
I did during the Crucible that one time.
What'd you do?
You know what I did.
Leave.
I'm a dip. Goodbye. No thank
It's not that bad to get back here. But anyways, so most of the freemium stuff, again, is tied up there. Again, the Magnum Exotic, which is, again, a very direct play on Halo, is entirely... Here, I might be able to... Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Leave that one. Please stay. There we go. Now where the fuck do I... Oh, pfft.
Oh, I almost got it for you.
Now, almost got it. Just as I see it, I'm like, oh, crap.
I'm like, throw it, save him. Save the boy.
Save the boy.
Save the boy.
But anyway, so most of the freemium stuff is tied up. So most of this anniversary stuff is tied up in the actual free, so don't worry. Again, though I say, like I said, the dungeon is not that expensive, so here, throw yours.
Yeah, I'm about to throw it again.
Here, I'll just...
There you go. Jump.
Jump. There we go.
Save the boy.
Save the boy. Where the fuck do I go? It's all dark.
Jump up. Jump straight up. It's like right there.
Oh, yeah. This place is so dark, man. But yeah. So anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, oh fuck, I forgot. There's another. It's a dip regardless because it's back in the room we were. We had to jump past. Ugh. Just dip.
What do you mean?
Because it's way back in the whole area with the fans.
Oh. What do you mean with the fans?
You know, the area with the fans where I'm like, oh, there's got to be something in here.
Oh yeah, no, that's forward, you fool.
No. Not those fans. The four, things with like the blowing traps that I discovered.
Yeah, that's forward. That's like right here. What do you those the traps that are like right here?
No, not the traps where it's like not the traps with the doors. The actual the fans.
Yeah, the fans that are right here. You know those blowing traps, the one that killed you, like right here. You mean these?
Like
you mean this area?
I am intelligent. I am a warlock. I am intelligent. I am intelligent. I'm a warlock.
My sadness, it grows. Oh, come on.
Anyways, so I just spent a long time rambling. Oh god, I just burned a lot of time.
Where is it?
When did we start the stream? How long have we been streaming for?
We've been streaming for almost half an hour.
Good god, I've barely touched anything. Ugh. Anyways.
Alright, well...
So, most of the stuff comes with the freemium thing. Oh, there's a trap there. But anyways. Where the fuck? So anyways, let's talk about the actual expansion itself, though. When you first boot up Destiny, you will actually be brought
Oh, up
into
here.
oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah. There is a part where Xur will basically abduct you. Now, anyone who knows Destiny will know of Xur. He's been around since D2.
Mr. Magic Man, he come during the weekend. He give you some gifts that you pay for that aren't really gifts.
He brings you the exotic gifts.
You know, the things that are gifts but not really gifts. He says they are gifts, but they are paid.
Oh,
He did it
I
again.
literally just stood next to. I literally stood next to it. I'm like, don't stand on it. Clack, damn it.
Mm.
But anyways, so yeah, when you first boot up the game, Xur will take you and he goes,
You'll be put.
welcome to the dares of eternity.
Yeah,
I hope
you'll-
you survive. And really,
You'll be put into an activity immediately as soon as you get in, and my recommendation is you're probably going to be put with a fire team who's already done it before. They already know what they're doing, so they're
because
immediately
it's
going to
very, very heavily ground.
yeah, they're just going to run through like this little portal thing. If you as soon as you load in and you see Xur talking to you, just kind of sit there and let him speak, cuz yeah, once when you dip, you don't hear him no more and all you see is subtitles. And then you regret
Well,
that
I
and you're
hear
like,
him.
what?
I
Well,
hear
you heard him because you stayed there. I ran
Well,
with
no,
my
I mean,
fire team.
I hear him every time I replay it.
Eh. Well, I didn't hear him. I just kind
We'll
of
have to decide that with you
walked
later.
yeah, no, I walked over to him for a moment and then it was like I heard him and then as soon as I walked away, I couldn't hear him anymore. It was like one of those
Well, no, he has like, oh, I am your host, and this is the Star Horse. You don't know who the Star Horse is? We'll get to that.
Eh.
Basically, if you played D2 before, you may remember the season of the Drifter, where Drifter is in that little dimension of the 9, and he goes, a horse, when he kind of looks behind him. Remember that horse, because this horse makes a return, and it's now called the Star Horse. Yeah, it's getting weird.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah,
this horse, we don't know what this horse is, who this horse is, but it may or may not be connected to the 9. It may be a part. It may be one of the 9 for all we know.
I would say, if
Considering every time
anything, it's probably the 9 just going and kind of extending a means of, oh yes, this is a physical, well, not really physical, but near
considering the
physical
Star Horse
entity
says-
that represents us.
Or one of them, anyway. Considering, Xur says he's being controlled by the Star Horse, and we know Xur serves the 9. So it's very possible that the horse is either a representation of the 9 or just one of the 9. I'm guessing one of the 9, maybe. I got this already. So anyways, here's the weird part, though. When you... At first, it's like, okay, just a weird activity. It's all wrapped up in this weird, like, celestial game, like, death trap game show.
Yeah.
That's all being done for this Star Horse's amusement. Because it turns out, as weirdly enough... Okay, yeah, the next one is... Okay, yeah. I'm just looking at the bottles as well. But, so basically, the Star Horse, right, is this purveyor of, like... It's weird, where it's like, the Star Horse is like, oh, I have gifts and stuff like that. It doesn't say why you're getting gifts. It doesn't say that. It just says, it wants to do these dares, and, it's going to pay you for doing these dares. I think the next bottle's in there, so hold up.
Well, I mean, I can flip this and you pick it up.
Well, I have to figure out where the hell the bottle is in this thing. Hold on. You go out there and deal with the enemies, I guess. I'll just be
Oh, it's right here. Literally right here.
Oh, yeah, so it is. Wait. Oh, there it is. Oh, you get out. I can't get in there with you in there. It's too
Nah,
slow to
go.
squeeze. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's big enough in here.
Come on. There we go. Hold on.
Oh, hey, look at that. I got it exotic. From the loot
Hey,
cave
it's the loot cave!
loot cave loot dungeon.
I mean, as I'm hearing, this is basically the Guardians are turning on each other, killing each other, like, basically they're doing it for the sake of greed. So basically, like any typical pirate, they're looking for loot, they find a lot of loot, and they're basically like, it's all mine. And then they start killing each other because it's all theirs, quote unquote.
Oh, yeah, I just realized, yeah, I locked you in there. Alright, well, I'm gonna take this out.
Well, I mean, I could just do this.
Yeah, but by doing that, I can't shoot the Shrieker anymore.
Okay, fine, have at it.
Yeah. It's like, let me get the Shrieker real quick.
But anyways, so it's all wrapped up in this weird game show, and Zur himself is just so dry about it, in a funny way, where he's like, "The Star Horse has asked me to do this thing.
Alright,
I
I'm
don't know
gonna
what it
jump
is.
and then you're good to go.
The horse calls it hosting, though I don't know what hosting is."
I am the host.
It's like, yeah, I am your host, your humble host, Zur, and our guest, Star Horse. It's so funny how he does it. It's weird at first, and it doesn't get any less weird, but it is kind of funny when you start embracing how weird this whole event is. And again, this whole, I think I might die. Wait, there we go. Good.
I was gonna say, it's like, don't
I'll just
die,
switch
because
back to
I have a
Void.
chance of dying.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to Void. I can do so much more damage with Void. But anyways, so it's wrapped up in this whole weird game show thing, and eventually you go to a place called Eternity, which is where Zur apparently may or may not have his domain, and where Star Horse is now hanging out. So it's a new it's technically, this anniversary introduces a new destination.
Here,
Kind of like
I
how...
can show it real quick. So it's the entity, and
What, the Star Horse?
no, the destination.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Entry.
The destination is called Eternity, and technically it's not a destination. It's more of just a room with, like,
the
you can
entity
access
is
the
in
area
here.
as well.
It's black hole. You know, 9 stuff.
Interestingly enough, that's also where you go to for the realm of the 9. So, like I said, this may be wrapped up in the 9. Well, it's most certainly wrapped up in the 9. The Star Horse may be one of the 9. It may be a representation of the 9. Who knows?
Yeah.
But anyways, so... Okay, I don't think we've been there yet. Yeah, no. We haven't been there yet. So anyways, the Star Horse wants to be amused, and it wants this game show thing, right? And it's like, hey, amuse me. Play in the game show. And you know, as you play in this game show, it rewards you and gives you all these extra bonuses and loot. And it gives you basically, the destination is basically called Zur's Hoard, or Zur's Treasure Hoard. Where basically, you know, it's a bunch of crates all full of loot, and you get the keys to open them by ranking up in a new system called what is called Strange Favor. So if you played the Vanguard activities at Crucible, it's basically the same ranking system as there, but it's called Strange Favor, and it's for Zur dash the Star Horse. And the further up you go, you know, the more types of loot you can access, and every time you play this activity, you get something called not only a regular loot on the side, but you get something called, here, I might have one on me right now, just wait till we kill something. You get what is called, do I have it? No, I do not. Well, you get what is called a treasure key, and basically, you go to this treasure hoard, and you can use them to unlock treasure keys. And this can give you a variety of things. Weirdly enough, one of the drops is actually kind of a throwaway drop, which Zur kind of references, which is called Ticket to Impossible Destinations. And the literal description is, this appears to be a ticket to a vacation destination that exists in several realities at once. The information on the ticket seems to change before your eyes. So yeah, certainly 9 things. And it's like, all expenses
Yes.
paid trip to a series of nested pocket dimensions, where pain has no meaning. Complimentary continental breakfast. Transmutes flesh into a fine mist. Cruise in elegance and style, unbound by the limits of linear time. Largest wooden roller coaster in the Andromeda Galaxy. And then ends with, on second thought, you feel as though you don't really need a vacation that badly.
Yeah. It's like, I don't need a vacation, though.
Especially to anywhere this place is. I appreciate the offer, guys, but, Anyways.
Hey.
So that's where it all is. Again, there's a weird bunch of stuff you can get. Weirdly enough, the ship that appears to be coming along with this anniversary is called... I found this one to be particularly funny. Here, let me just find it. Oops. It's called the Unizurful Voyager, and it's basically this giant rock. It's like a meteor.
Yes.
Basically, it's like this giant meteor. So I feel like this ship is just like, you're in a meteor. Damn, I wish this thing had a flavor text that explained what it was, but... Again, it's really fun. It's really weird. Again, the Star Horse is introduced as an
all
official
crazy
character.
9 stuff, as per usual.
All crazy, possibly 9 stuff. We don't know.
I mean,
Again, it's all
I'm
done
willing
with
to bet it is 9
all-
stuff, because
I
you
mean,
literally
yeah, the
go to
literal
their
ornament.
dimension type thing, so...
I mean, the literal ornament you get for doing the first one is called Wheel of Misfortune. and it's basically meant to represent the Star Horse. But in the emblem itself, there's also the three circles that represent the 9. So this could very well be like one of the 9 themselves we're meeting for the first time, or probably personification of the 9. We don't know.
You never know. Anyways, allow us to
But
continue
anyways,
forward, shall we?
allow us to continue forward. So it's a pretty interesting thing. Most of it is, again, in the freemium version. All of this weird wacky techy like 9 shit is all. So if you want to meet the Star Horse, don't worry, it's all free. But I think you have to actually, to shoot it in the actual thing itself.
Hey,
There we go.
here comes the fun.
Hold on while I just check where the next thing is as well. But yeah, you go for it. I'm gonna stop. The last time we did the Hood Gentleman,
Barrel
we learned
of
that
Doom.
existed the hard way. I'm gonna exist in here now.
Barrel of Doom? Barrel of Doom.
World doomed.
Barrel of Doom? Where's the Barrel of Doom?
Oh, okay, yeah. Wait a minute. I think it's back. Hold on.
Barrel of Doom. Alright, I think we're good. I guess if you had a high enough, I guess if you had a high enough mobility, you would have been fine.
Is the thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was just the one.
Yeah, I think I might have turned it off. Hold on, wait a minute. I think it's up here. Yeah, it's up here. The next one's back here. But anyways, so yeah, it's all wrapped up under this impression of the Star Horse. The 9, weirdly enough, aren't mentioned, yet they quote-unquote feature everywhere because their iconography is everywhere. So it is, and yet it isn't part of the 9 stuff.
Oh, that was a trap. I just barely saw
I'll take
it.
that.
I was too busy looking at the Titan.
See?
Hey, this is a new area for me. I went and had my fair
the Guardians kind of decided to turn on each other when they promised loot and.
Okay, can we just take a second? These engrams, normally engrams are all lit up and look like they have data. I'm guessing these are engrams that don't have data.
Well, here's the thing. It's actually, weirdly enough, you do actually get a little bit of engram lore while doing the dungeon to begin with. And Shahan, who is basically the vendor in the Cosmodrome, does say that these aren't engrams like any other type of engrams, because usually when engrams have all their data taken, they just decompile and cease to be. These ones, however, seem to almost become like empty crystals almost. So, it's like an engram, yes, but like no engram that's ever existed before. So it makes you wonder, like, the feck are these things actually?
Because that's the thing. I don't think these are darkness-based engrams. I literally think these are just engrams that literally have nothing in them.
Yeah, but when an engram has nothing in them, they cease to be. So what are they?
Yeah.
It looks like it's basically said that they become crystallized. Hold on.
Using a sled I made out of old fallen armor. Problem is, the deeper we go, the better engrams I find. The sled's fit to burst, and Agadir's about to drop. I better be careful not to overwork him. He got much weaker after I killed his ghost.
Ah.
So
that's nice.
Basically
that's
these
nice.
guys are starting to turn. Basically, they all started turning on each other once I think, and it looks like they may have, like the literal.
I mean, the dude literally goes
get,
and says, "I killed his ghost." Like,
yeah, they basically start turning on each other real fast, which kind of makes you concerned with how much loot can be used to bribe off Guardians. Like, here's loot. Okay, click, bang, mine now.
Oh, I see where we gotta go to. We go up here into the vents. We go. Vent crawler.
But oh yeah, that's what I was looking for. So, well, I mean, literally the emblem you get for finishing this one is literally called shit.
Do what you want because the pirate is free.
No, it's called Eternally Cursed, I believe.
There you go.
So, and the literal dungeon is like a cautionary tale of like guardians who traded their humanity for treasure. So they may end up getting cursed somewhere along the way, like any good pirate treasure ends up becoming.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you see a hoard of ancient coins, don't touch it.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
No matter
stranger danger.
Stranger danger. So yeah, okay, the next one's in the field. After defeating the ogre boss, so we'll have to find an ogre boss. Good to know. Ogre. But anyways.
I'm guessing this is where the ogre boss is?
It looks like it might actually be in the next area, just when we're jumping into that empty field. What's over here? Oh, just more engrams.
You know, more stuff.
But
I
yeah.
have a feeling the floor in this case is water, but in reality it is lava.
Just a pit. Just a pit.
Yeah, it's like I'm willing to bet the floor is lava.
It's lava. But anyways, so yeah, most of the stuff is tied up in that. Personally, I enjoyed it a lot. It really is weird. It's kooky, but there's no real
Oh,
lore
there
that
he
comes
is.
with it. It's just kind of like,
He killing stuff. Let's just leave him alone and talk for a minute.
yeah, let's just let that sort each other out. But
Yeah.
anyways, it is kind of this. Again, I find it really weird. It is a reference to the 9, but at the same time, it's not. I found it really interesting. So,
I
at
mean,
the
no
end of the
matter
day,
what-
should you play this expansion?
Yeah, like no matter what, this is no matter what, like an anniversary thing, and this is just Bungie's way of going and making the anniversary. So even if this isn't a 9 thing, this is just their way of being able to get it into the game and all
And
that.
I mean, we have seen the Star Horse before, so who knows? Maybe it'll make a reappearance later on down the line. This is a weird way to introduce it, but again, it's a really interesting way to play with the anniversary.
I honestly do hope though that for when it comes to Star Horse, it's not like a case of Xur is controlled by the Star Horse is controlled by something else, and then we get to the 9 or something like that. It's like,
no, it feels like this Star Horse is like some like Xur always refers to it as like some cosmic entity. The its literal term is, I believe it's called the I think it's called the ethereal, like its literal title when you go up to it as a thing in the treasure hoard is literally the ethereal equine. So it feels like it's some like almost like god level being, but
there you go.
Odd in what it is.
Speaking of god level beings,
they seem to be having fun.
But speaking of god level beings, and I'm pretty sure there's only one left, so you want to? Oh, and then look at that, looks like 2 engrams dropped. Interesting. So I guess.
Well, what do you know? He's doing our work
Oh
for
yeah,
us.
because there's a crystal there that we have to drop off engrams to, so that's probably gonna be what we need to do in order to weaken him.
I could distract him.
I can pick up. You could, actually, I should probably go and change.
There's a thing here too.
Hold
so
on, let me just change my loadout real quick, cause yeah. Yeah, there we go. I want to actually make sure I can, get through all this and not die.
So yeah, there is a good chunk of So again, if you buy the pack, you get a weird pirate dungeon, but don't worry if you don't. It's basically the Galahorn and the dungeon and the Thorn set and possibly the streetwear set for the 3 classes. Like I said, I'm wearing the Warlock one right now.
I'm not interested in wearing the Hunter one. The Hunter one looks a little weird for me. But I mean, then again, I do have a weird dark like Hunter thing going on, so
Yeah.
Though I do have a good setup for next season or next expansion. I have a nice cosmetic set that I'll be going to when the next expansion comes.
And the little bit of lore that does come with it, like little bit of lore that does come with it with the 2 exotics, is basically just a little bit of playing on tongue-in-cheek. The Magnum is very much a clear reference to Master Chief, and the Galahorn lore tab is basically just a Guardian, a weird interaction between 2 Guardians, and one of them just gives the Galahorn to the other one and says, "Here, then use this," essentially.
Yes.
Basically, he has the bad omens, and he's like, my rocket launcher's better than yours, and this guy's like comparing it to the Galahorn.
I just realized something. This is kind of like the opposite area of that strike. Like, we came in through the opposite area, unlike the House of Wolves strike. Or Devils. Yeah, the Devils. House of Devils.
Lair strike?
Yeah. Because normally in the
maybe.
House of Devils, you come in through that side. Because I can recognize where the ogre's standing around now.
Maybe. I don't think this is part of it, though.
No, it's not, but it's like a mirror of it.
No. This is something. No, this is something different.
because this is like another one of those launch bays for the Cosmodrome. It's just instead of all Fallen, it's Hive.
Yeah.
More infection.
The Hive have a weird sense of decoration. But anyways. So is it worth it again? I would say yes. It's the expansion itself is pretty cheap. You get the Galahorn, stuff like that. And remember, the Dawning is coming up, which is probably when we'll actually see some some actual story developments instead of what is happening now, which is again is just tongue-in-cheek, fun for the anniversary.
Yeah.
So and that might be coming out within the next week or two. Plus, there's already a ship for the Dawning for this year out on the collections tab, so they're pretty already setting up for that. So,
Yep.
it's a little bit of a nice intermediate for the next 1 to 2 weeks.
And I mean, it's better for the people who've already completed a lot of the stuff that's been done right now. They've got something else to do right now and something to grind for. So.
Yeah, if you're not a story buff, then yeah, this really doesn't matter in terms of story. It's just new content to play, which is pretty fun to play through,
Also,
honestly.
there's another great rocket launcher out there, so I guess we're gonna go have fun.
Maybe.
Shall we go?
But one more thing. What was it gonna be? Oh yeah. Like I said, the Dawning is coming up, so if you're looking for story developments, look there. That'll be probably when this happens, and that'll probably be coming out within the next week or two. So, yeah, that'll be probably when we see actual story developments, including this.
And then,
So
on a side note, the Game Awards are later tonight, so
yes, the Game Awards are later tonight.
Stay tuned
I'll be
for
watching that.
Not tuned onto us, but stay tuned there for that.
If it were just me, I'd be live streaming it. But our editor chief and as their current cameraman,
I have a feeling.
So.
Well, I have a feeling it'll be late, like very late, and I don't know if we'll be able to do that constantly. Multiple streams, multiple bandwidth.
Well, I mean, in my case, I believe it's at like 9.
9.
That it starts.
So 9 p.m. EST.
9 p.m. 9 p.m. EST, I believe, is when it starts. So
okay.
I'll be watching. Maybe something, maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, no matter what.
It depends on what our editor wants to do, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, we
I won't hold it against him if he does it, though.
Yeah, I mean, we could, but I feel like we'd mostly be just talking during the intermissions, and yeah.
Well, I mean, it would probably just be us reacting to it live and be like,
oh,
yes,
wow,
thing.
thing, they got it. Woo!
Well, I mean,
I'm so excited.
Well, it will be interesting. Obviously, there's always gaming news that comes out at the Game Awards because,
a category for games got an award that I don't play any of those games. Yeah.
Well, they also reveal release dates and
Yeah.
sometimes new games that are set to come out too. So there is news to cover. So
they'll be coming out.
Maybe not. We might not. We'll see.
If anything, we might do a small little video quickly talking about some of it, and then give you a quick rundown on it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
So that about covers it. Do we want to end it here, or do we want to do one run of the
Let's
ogre?
Deal with the ogre. Come on, my guy. People are waiting for this.
I want to see the ogre. I want to see us get murdered horribly by an ogre.
All right, so I'm just gonna run past him.
The insatiable. You and me both, buddy. You seen my appetite? Here, I'm just gonna distract him. Oh God.
A lot of damage then.
Not really, but he's a beam enemy, so Over here, numbnuts.
We do like literally no damage, do we?
No, I think we have to shoot the crystal. No, that's not doing anything.
Okay, we need to pick up something. We need to pick up those engrams that we don't get. Interesting.
I mean, there's literally a thing over top of your head for mission objectives, so maybe that one is the one we have to use instead of this one? Here, I'll distract him.
Well, I shot him with it. I shot him with it.
No, don't shoot him. There's a crystal over here. I think shoot the crystal.
No, I shot the crystal too. Oh wait, there's a bunch of guys.
Oh, after I died, there's a bunch of guys. Good to know.
Alright, we're gonna just do a little bit of this.
Careful.
A little bit of this.
Terrifying.
Yeah, no, it does literally nothing. We just need to wait for ads to spawn and then take them out. That's unless we took too long and now we can't actually oh wait, no. I figured it out. We have to open these doors.
I see now. We'll do one run through this and I guess we'll end the stream because you guys are probably don't
What do you mean?
This. Okay, fine. We'll keep going.
Well, no, I'm talking about the game. I did
over
this.
Over there.
On that one? Alright, here we go.
Yeah, that one. This one's closed, so it's not active.
Alright, here we go.
I'm a warlock. I know technology.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's go.
There we go.
I'll stay on the outside. You go. I'll open it up when you're done.
Yup. Boing. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them in here.
Actually, I don't think it's gonna close. All right.
Oh my goodness. Ah! There's a knight. I wasn't expecting that. When in doubt, shoot with the magnum.
Magnum.
Ooh, hello.
Oh, that was a mini ad that tried to kill me. All right, let's quickly run to the crystal and stand beside it.
Yep.
Notice me.
Crystal, protect
Notice me. Notice me. Look at me. You like me, don't you? He likes me.
Yes, that's right. Come to me and give me your loot. Oh, nope, never mind. That didn't work. Well, it was worth a try.
Yeah, I think we open up the other one now. You ran through that whole area, right?
Yeah, yeah,
All
for the most part.
right, I'm gonna open up this one. Oh, you perish.
Here, just wait until I respawn.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
got like 40 seconds. I just survive.
All right.
He can't get you in certain areas.
Well,
I mean,
might
he
as
can
well
reach
open.
me.
I might as well open this up because I'm pretty sure they just stay open.
Careful, they might spawn and try and run.
I
at you
have a
because the brawler's
super.
still running
I'll
at
be
me.
fine.
Oh, all right.
If I have to, I'll just.
Norman hives stir to protect their wealth. Wait, the hive are concerned about wealth? These are weird hives.
There we go. Boom. And now there's only one door in which they can get out. Oh, there's two.
Aha.
And now they're dead.
Remember, I don't believe they respawn in there, so,
Yep.
here, go get them. I've got like 4 seconds left.
Oh, leave me alone, you knight.
I'll distract him. Oh, hello. Hi, guys. Goodbye, guys. Bye. Oh, wait, I don't want your money. Nah. Hey, look at me, numbnuts. Yeah, that's right, look at me.
All
See
right.
how pretty I am? Notice me, senpai.
All right, I'm gonna run over to the crystal. The crystal got bigger because of this. Ow, he's trying to kill me now. I'm just gonna stay
just hide
behind the
behind the
crystal
crystal.
and let the crystal make it bigger. And now I'm gonna run away.
What the? Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
That's a dude
I'm like, why am
who
I getting
has-
damaged? Oh, yeah.
It's like, that's
You're
a
just
guy
reviving.
who tried to
Just
kill
reviving.
us. Alright. We do a little shooting now. Vandal.
I don't like you.
Yeah, we still don't kill him.
I take this. Thank you.
Alright. And now we repeat the process.
Yep, I'll do the left one.
I'm just gonna super in there.
That should do. Yeah, there we go. Careful. I'll distract him with this thing. Hey, genius! You're ugly. No. No. No, I don't want your cookies. I don't want your hive skull
I'm going
cookies.
for it.
Alright. He's looked at me, so don't worry. I don't want your high skull cookies!
Oh, do we do damage to him now? We do!
You'll succumb to temptation.
Guess what time it is? Damage time. Damage phase.
Oh, I get it.
We weaken him and then...
No, you make the crystal, and that tempts him to go to it, and that lets him actually get damaged. Okay. Ah! He succumbs to temptation. Well, that's your fault.
Oh. And
Resist temptation
yeah,
once
he's
more.
he's
Well,
resistant
sorry.
again. Alright, open up the other one. Oh wait, no, there's a bunch
Hold
of
on.
fallen.
Let our respawn come back in, or let our resupply come back in.
As he gets bombarded by all of us. even
Hey,
even
hey,
the ogre.
the ogre wants to do the job for us. Who cares?
Yeah. It's like even the ogre's like, I got these.
There we go. Dormant hive stir protect their wealth.
Oh, he's probably gonna target me next. Yeah, he's definitely
Nah.
gonna target me next.
I'll keep him busy.
Oh, they're all on me. Yeah, they're trying really hard to get me.
You have one job.
Yeah, well, I can't run and avoid the ogre shooting me. It's running, shooting, and, you know, dodging.
Yeah, I won't be able to revive.
Yeah,
you 'cause
no,
of our
none of them's chasing after you, so you're safe.
The damage we do is pitiful though, so I hope this thing doesn't have a certain level of like.
No, I think it just keeps going until you kill them. It feels like that's how this is gonna play out.
Want to just end the stream here then while we have a moment?
Yes, everyone, this is pretty much how this is gonna play out for the next, I don't know, 20 minutes
A little
or so.
bit.
So, hopefully you enjoyed. This has been the midweek report.
We'll have to do a lot of editing because there's a lot of dead wind here.
Oh,
In the
hello,
words of the Immortal
welcome.
Red. In the words of the Immortal Red Green, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. And good night. Over here, numbnuts.
Notice me!